Good morning. Happy Sunday. Yeah, thanks as always for logging in. I cannot wait for a good stretch. A little bit time out, right? It feels really good to log in together and just do our little thing. So happy Sunday. Let's start today on our backs. We'll start in our Shavasana pose, just so that we can drop in and we'll do like a lovely whole body stretch, but a little focus on our core today. Just kind of build in that little bit of strengthening. But let's just flow, see how it goes. If there's anything that is hurting in the body, anything that feels sore, tight, just kind of ease off. If you're noticing anything that's just a little bit too much, we'll give her a little push if that feels good today. It is warm in the air. I can feel that mugginess. So make sure that if you need to open a window or do anything to make things easier, do it. Yeah. The joy of being at home, right? You can make the room as you want it. Cheers. Forgot my music, so I'll get you to lay back and just close your eyes. Oh, there it is. Get yourself cozy. Oh, this mat, eh? I don't know about you, but it just feels so good to get here, to be in this space, somehow like transform the hour into something that just feels so healthy and wholesome. See if you can let the day disappear a little bit. Let's just move and flow. Rest to reset. And take the next hour for anything that you need. With the eyes closed, just softening in the forehead, relaxing, trying to iron out all the creases, relaxing in that kind of eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows. Find myself often really kind of raising, crunching in that space, just all of my thoughts, energy go there. Sometimes we become so lost in our head that we forget, to be in our body. So today, maybe my little intention is just to get out of the head and into the body, into the present moment, into the now. Just letting anything that feels overwhelming in our minds or that's just continually running through, just allow it to soften. And let's find that little slice of peace we love to find at the end of a class, if possible. Begin to relax those shoulders. Notice here, if that upper body is kind of creeping up, could you wiggle the shoulders down a little bit? Can you draw the chin up and draw the head down? Just relaxing in the neck a little more. Good. Paying attention to the jaw here, maybe our first proper movement is to separate the teeth. You can open it wide like you're yawning, or maybe move the jaw a little bit left to right. Hear those little clicks. And when it feels good to you, just bring the jaw back to stillness, but a softer hold. Just allow the jaw maybe to relax. Maybe allow the teeth to separate and the tongue to maybe even feel a little softer as the jaw holds it there. Breathing in with me nice and slow through the nose. Exhale whichever way you like. Open or closed. Just take a lovely slow exhalation. Beautiful. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Lovely. I'm going to rock the head left to right. Just getting a little bit of movement in there. Keeping the eyes soft. And again, just asking yourself what's brought you to the mat today. If there's anything that arises besides just want to be here. If there's any intention you want to set, go for it. And if not, just let's set that intention to be in our present in the body. Just think it's so nice to take some time out, move the neck, notice how it's feeling. With those ears as far as you can over towards the mat. You might not have that tightness. Definitely a great place to start to feel that out. 3. Deep breath in and 2. and 1. Lovely. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing the neck back to center. Breathing in. I want you to reach those hands up over the head, like you're having a stretch, just getting out of bed. The legs are extended. Maybe see if you can point the toes a little bit, arch the spine. If the knees are bent, same thing. You can arch the back if that feels good. Just checking in. How are you going in that lower back, the arms? Take some deep breaths. That little tug of war of the body. 3. Nice. 1, 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Amazing. Slowly bringing the hands back and down. Good. We're going to bend the knees and bring the feet down onto the mat. If you have them extended, good. We're going to wiggle those feet a little wider. Outer edges roughly in line with the mat. We're going to move them left to right. Just move the knees over and back and to the other side and back. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Good. Relaxing in the jaw. Nice one. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. 4, 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Next time the knees are drawing over towards the right, just let them draw down and fold. See how that feels. Again, it doesn't matter if the knees are higher up. You might have them drop it down. Notice if you can wiggle those shoulders so the back body is square. Both shoulder blades are down onto the floor as the knees draw over. Good. You can take your gaze or your look, your drishti over towards the left-hand side if you want. So we're twisting the eyes the opposite direction to the knees, breathing in, breath to belly and breathing out. Nice. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Good. Slowly roll the head so that it's facing the ceiling. You're looking up again, knees come up. You drop them over towards the left-hand side. Good. Staying here, just checking in, allowing gravity to do the work. You kind of feel it a little bit in the lower back and the hips. Notice if you need to wiggle those shoulder blades at all. An option to take your gaze or your drishti towards the right. You don't have to. See how that twist feels for you. Knees and head opposite direction, or just keep it where it feels good at any angle. Hands on the belly. Let's breathe there. Nice little belly breath. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Lovely. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling out. Nice one. Deep breath in and out. Lovely. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Reset in the lower back. Turning the neck back to the middle. Good. One more time. We're going to drop the knees over towards the right hand side. Got the option to stay here, or you can take the right hand. Maybe you can grab the right toes. You can draw the toes in a little bit more so that that heel's drawing a little more towards the side body. Might get that little extra stretch in the top of the leg there. You don't have to. You absolutely can if you like. A little bit of a little extra, only if that feels good. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. 3. Belly. Exhaling. 2 and 1. Good. You can wiggle that knee back down. Slowly begin to bring the knees back to center and roll the body over the knees over towards the left-hand side. Again, we're going to draw that toes up. If you like, maybe grab the toes, keeping the other knee bent. See how that feels. Relaxing the back body down. 3. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Just feeling the top of the leg if you can. If it feels too much, just don't worry. Take the twist. All is great. Breath to belly is what we want, and a little intro to a twist. 4. Deep breaths in and out. 3. 2. Inhale and exhale. And one. Beautiful. And then slowly releasing and then bring everything back to center. You've got it. Resetting that lower back. Beautiful. We're going to draw both knees in towards the chest. We're taking those twists. You might feel a little bit in that lower back. Let's take a little counter pose, rocking left to right. See what's going on in the hips. You might get a little clicky knees, lower back. I like this one. You can add in the neck, maybe turning the head opposite to the knees. Good. Just check in with your body. Where are you today? What's feeling tight this morning? What can we work through? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Good. We're slowly going to bring that left foot down. You've got the option to keep that left knee bent, or you can extend the left leg out and draw the right knee in. All good if the knee is bent though, or extended. Beautiful. See if you can wiggle those shoulder blades down. So you draw the knee in. Breathing in with me. And breathing out. Good. Let's take a little supine twist. We're going to roll the whole body over towards the left-hand side. Take the knee with you, lifting everything up to start and see how you feel here. Good. Now what you want to do maybe is wiggle those shoulder blades so that you've got both shoulder blades working in the direction of the floor the chest is looking at. Awesome. So you can stay here. I like to either have that right hand onto the hip, elbow drawing back, opening in the chest. Or if it feels a lot, just stay in that fetal position. Good. Got another option for you today. So left leg, you can bend the knee. Maybe see if you can reach for the toes here as you open the chest. So again, a little more twist. Breathing in, draw those shoulder blades down, maybe working to grab that toe. You kind of see that little knee bent. Beautiful. Softening in the face here if that's the choice you've made. Breathing in. Bear breath to belly and breathing out. Lovely. Inhaling. So thinking about kind of today, we're going to work in the core. We're doing our belly breathing here. You actually work the core by doing these twists and these breaths. So it's a nice little way in the kind of sides of the abs. Good. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2 and 1. Also getting a little bit into the back in our twist. Good. Slowly rolling back over towards the left. Use the right hand to grab the right knee. Everybody rolling back onto their back. Good. Resetting, bringing both knees in. Inhale. Let that lower back feel comfy and then draw your right knee or left knee in. Sorry. Left leg. Inhale. You can keep the foot on the ground or you can extend it out. Yogi's choice. Good. Breathing in. Little smile if you like. Breathing out, relaxing in that face. Notice if you're clenching at all in the jaw. See if you can find that little scan. Tracing from the crown of the head, the forehead, all the way down. Relaxing as we breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good. Supine twist. This time we roll over towards the right-hand side. Roll the whole body. It's absolutely fine to be right here, knees drawing up. You can stay here in your fetal position and breathe. You also have that option if you wanted to roll that left shoulder back and open the chest more towards the ceiling. If it feels tight, just stay there. Elbow draws down. Just see if you can open the chest a little. Just deepens that twist a little bit. You can relax the right hand on the hip and let the elbow draw out. Chest is open. You can also, if you wanted, bend into the right leg. Maybe grab the right toes and we draw it in. And we're opening up in that chest. A little bit of a deeper twist. Up to you though if that feels too much. There always, everything's an option. Breathe with me in and out if that feels good. Little smile if you like. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. For 4. Inhale and exhale. 3. 2. Breathing in. Breathing out. Sometimes it makes me yawn, those deep belly breaths. And 1. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the toes. If you chose that option, roll back over towards the right hand side. Use your right hand. Nice deep twist to begin. And just reset. Draw the knee in. Wiggle that lower back so it feels comfy, foot down. Inhale, bring the feet in. Good. Nice start. Beautiful little twist. We're going to draw those knees in one more time. Draw the nose in towards the knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. Little counter pose for the back. A little reset. Take a breath. Good. Maybe point those toes. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the head down and lower the feet down as well. Amazing. Good. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Lovely. We're going to bring the hands behind the head. Inhale, we're going to lift the chest. We're going to twist elbow to knee. We're going to bring the chest back into center and down. Good. Inhale, lift in, twist in, and lifting and down. Good. Find your own pace. I'm just going to give you a little countdown from 8. Go as quick or as slow as you like. Again, always take a break if you want. Let's do it. Let's warm up that core. 8. Breathing in and out. 7. Nice one. 6. Breathe with me. Most important bit. 5. Deep breaths. Nice one. 4. Good work. 3. Little smile. 2. And last one, finishing both sides to complete that little bit of balance. Good. And relaxing down. Beautiful. Let's reach the hands up over the head, arch the spine, getting that lovely little stretch in the back. Oh, good. Reach those arms long, like someone's playing tug of war. Top of the head. 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. And 1. Amazing. Pushing into the feet, lifting a little bit in the pelvis and allow the back body to relax down. Breathing in, hands coming up. Breathing out, hands coming back down. Good work. Amazing. We're going to flip the palms up and take our swivels. So if you wanted, you can start, we'll start with some crunches and maybe we'll add the swivel if that feels good to you. Palms up. Inhale, we lift in the chest. Good. Breathing in and slowly bring it down, down, down. Remember, we really push that lower back down into the mat when we take those little crunches. Inhale, lift. Good option to swivel. So we lift in the chest. I'm going to give you a count of 8. Stop if you need to before that. 8. Feel that fire. Breathe. 7. You've got it. 6. Breathe with me. 5. Good. Lift in the chest. 4. 3. 2. Nice one. And 1. Slowly coming back down. Nice little bit of fire created. Good. Let's stretch in the neck. Sometimes we feel that tightness in the neck. Turn the head over towards the right hand side. You've got it. Taking a little bit of time here just to reset. Good. We can wiggle the feet a little wider and let the knees draw in. Just take a little bit of the pressure off the back. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Nice little push there, guys. Sometimes if we take a little longer count, you start to feel that little bit of heat. But if you're like me, keep working that head across a little further towards the mat. I definitely feel a strain in the neck. It'll take some time to reset. Let's bring the head back to center and take the ear over towards the other side. So taking a few deep breaths here, really working here to push the shoulders down away from the ears, the ear down towards the mat. 4, relaxing in the face. 3, don't tighten too much in the jaw, relax there. 2, deep breath in and out for 1. Beautiful. Inhale. Slowly bringing the neck back to center, maybe moving it left to right this time. Just seeing how you're feeling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing the knees back and the neck back to center. Good. Inhale, we're going to bring, you've got the option to keep the feet on the mat, or you can bring both knees up. what we want to do is push that lower back into the mat. So we don't want the back arching, thinking calves want to tuck under and feel that lovely connection and that work in the core. Again, if it's feeling a little bit strong today, just bring the feet down onto the mat. Now, we don't want the knees drawing in too close to the chest. You'll notice they'll want to do that. See if you can get the knees a little further out and knees in line with the hips. Good. Pushing that lower back into the mat. This in itself is a bit of work. So you can stay here, or if you want, we can take a little crunch in this as well. Remember, you can bring one foot down or both as well. Keep that little fire happening. Inhale. Maybe we reach outside of that right knee. Good. We're going to do the same side, coming back to center. And reaching. Feeling that little bit of fire. Good. You got it. Little smile if you like. And back. Inhale. Good. That's number 3. We're going to do 5 on that side. Good. 2 more. Little hold. Feel that little fire. Beautiful twist. And down. Option to leave this one out or keep that little bit of push. 3. Nice one, everybody. 2 and 1. Coming all the way back down. Bring the feet down. Reach the arms up. You can get that nice little arch of the back, stretching into the abs. Nice. 3, 2 and 1. Good. Pushing into the heels. Lift a little bit into that pelvis like you're doing a little bit of a bridge pose, and lower that lower back down. Good. When you're ready, bringing the hands back down. All right. So again, option, you can do the crunch on the outside of the knees with the feet down. You can do one leg. If you were doing one leg, I'd suggest lifting the left leg. I want you to tuck under in the pelvis, feel that fire in the core. You choose. Both knees up, one leg up, or both on the floor. Good. Inhale. You know where we're headed. Feel that fire in that core. Reach on the outside of that left leg. Good. Breathing and coming down. Good. Inhale. Little smile. You've got it. Lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. And down. Inhale. Let's lift. Hold. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1. And down. Great job. You can feel that fire, especially the sides of the abs. Inhale. And lift. 3, 2, 1. You've got it. You can take the last one or take a break. Your choice. Little smile and lift. Fire in. Push. 3, 2, 1. And down. Good. Slowly bringing both feet down to the mat. Love a little arch to the back. Good. Arms come up. Deep breath. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Amazing. Pushing into the feet, lifting a little bit into the pelvis. You'll get a little bit of a stretch in the back. Flatten the lower back down again. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms up above the body, bending in the elbows, fingertips behind the head. Amazing. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift and twist and bring the foot down. Or we're just going to lift and twist and bring the foot down. So we're going to do a little bit of a crunch. We're going to lift and twist and bring the foot to the floor to start. So when you're ready, if you kind of found what you're doing, just reset. Lower back's comfy, fingers not. Remember, we don't want to yank on the neck. We want the head to soften into it. Fingers really light. Okay, so we're inhale, we lift the chest, we twist, and then we're going to twist straight away and lift and twist. Good. That's it. Lift and twist. So we're just touching elbow to knee if you can, or in that direction. Good. 8, 7, breathe. 6. Nice one, everybody. 5, 4, breathe. 3, nice one. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming down with the head, knees in towards the chest. Relax. Take that lovely rock side to side. If you found the neck tight, move it left to right. You've got it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back to that little bit. Bring the feet back down. Good. My mat's got all wonky here on the carpet. I'm just going to flatten it out. Beautiful. All right, next one, you've got the option. It's our last little bit on our back. We'll take a little break from this little sequence and that fire in the core. So you've got option here. So we're going to do the twist, but you can extend and tap a heel. So I'll show you the option. We lift and twist, tap in, and tapping. You can keep the leg lifted or you can tap the heel. Both are just as challenging. Or if you feel like that's too much, Megan, you can do a few crunches. You can lift and down at your own pace, and you can take it in that direction as well. Okay, so you choose, stick with the feet on the floor, or if you want to do that little bit like the cycling motion, you can absolutely do that with the twist. I'm going to give you a nice little count of 8. So I want you to find some nice breath in there. If you need to stop, stop. It's all about just making this little bit of a sequence yours and hopefully just firing up that core. All right, when you're ready, inhale with me through the nose, out through the mouth. Amazing little reset. We're going to reach the arms up, bending in the elbows, and relax the fingertips behind the head. Good. When you're ready, you choose. So we start by lifting and we twist, we lift the knee. If you wanted to extend the left leg, you absolutely can. And then we twist and we lift, option to extend or not. Good. Yogi's choice. Just keep it moving. Keep it flowing. 8. Breathe. Whatever you choose is good. 7. Your own pace is good. 6. Breathe. 5. 4. 3. Good. 2. And last one, finishing off both sides. Bring both knees in. Just relax everything down. Good work, everybody. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Awesome. Let's bring the feet down. We're going to take the feet a little wider, outer edges in line with the mat, and just take them side to side. At your own pace. Kind of windscreen wipers, just moving. Such a great way to keep that flow, reset. Option as we do these, you can stay here, hands on the belly, you can reach up over the head. You might feel that a little bit of shift as the knees drop to the side. Good. Next time you've got the knees dropping towards the right hand side, let's hold. Option to stay here. If it feels too much with the arms over the head, we're going to breathe deeply into that side rib. 3, 2, relaxing in the face, forehead. 1. Inhale, bringing it back to center. Drop the knees over towards the left. Good. Again, option with the arms above the head, the belly, whatever suits you. Inhale and exhale. Good. Soften in the face. Notice if you're holding any tightness in the body, the jaw, especially as we did those a more intense sequence with the crunches. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, team. Inhale, bringing it up. We're going to wiggle the feet in. Bring the feet so that they're hip distance. Slowly reach the hands up and down alongside the body. Well done. What I want us to do is I want you to imagine that you're sitting up at the beach. So your feet are potentially like at the end of your towel and you want to look out at the sea. You'll normally wiggle your elbows back and lift up in that way. That's what we're looking for. Okay, cool. We're going to do some reverse tabletops. We're going to bring the hands and bring the chest up here as well. Lovely. So from here, we're going to bring the feet not so close to the tail. We're just a little bit out so that you feel comfy. Knees are about hip distance apart. Good. Now, the very first one with both hands is always a little bit stronger. So listen to your body. The moment that you think that's like your edge, that's your sweet spot, stay there. It's going to be different for everybody based on your wrists today, your neck, the back body. So really go with what feels good for you. So right now, you might be feeling this is good. You've got the option. We'll start with fingertips facing away. So they're facing the short edge of the mat and away from us. Palms pushing down into the mat. Good. We're going to use those arms to support us as we lift. Inhale. I want you to think of kind of a reverse tabletop. So we're going to inhale, lift up, maybe put the pressure on those wrists and the feet. That feels enough. You can come down. If you feel okay, you can lift a little bit higher here. Maybe lift a little more in the pelvis if that feels comfortable. Good. If you've got any more scope in that upper body, shoulder blades drawing in towards each other, maybe drop the head back. You don't have to, but if you push that pelvis up, 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 getting that lovely little flatness, imagine you're making a table backwards. Again, it's fine if it hurts a little bit too much in the arms. It's all down to those kind of shoulders and wrists coming back down from that position, slowly bringing it down. So don't worry if you got a little bit. It's all good working in that direction. Bring the hands forward, take a little break from here. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Really nice one to kind of work with. Good. I'm going to give you the option now. You can bring the fingertips this time facing the same. So you're facing the body. So bring the hands back. Good. That might feel enough. You might think, do you know what, Megan? It feels a lot to push my hands down. You can absolutely switch it up by turning them the other direction, or you can turn them in front. Just another option for you. Good. You can stay here. For some of us, just pushing into those hands and lifting in the chest. Really great for those wrists. So stay here. Option 2, find some breath, maybe lifting a little bit. See how that feels on the wrist. Be good to yourself. If it feels a lot, maybe this is that edge and you come down when you're ready. If you wanted to lift a little higher, you push the pelvis up, up, up. Maybe we squeeze those shoulder blades in. Notice if it changes how you feel in those wrists and the upper body. The hands, good. Maybe drop the head back. Up to you, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming down. Definitely deep stretch of the arms. So be good to yourself wherever you are in that one. Good, coming forward with those hands. Good, let's roll the wrists. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Roll the other direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, opening, closing the hands for 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we're going to do it with one hand, which is actually a little bit easier, thinking of like Wild Thing. If you find that that one's okay for you, because the chest is lifted, it's not so much pressure on the arms and as deep of a stretch in that upper body. So see how it feels to bring that right hand back, bringing the fingertips away from you. Left hand, inhale, we're going to lift it up. You can stay here lifting in the chest, or if you feel comfortable, lift a little bit. The pressure comes off a little bit. And we lift a little higher into a little variation of Wild Thing, maybe reaching back. Let's stretch out that spine. Good. Drop the head back if you like. If you can really push that pelvis up. 3, 2, and 1 coming down if you chose that option. Well done. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back to that little bit of middle bit. You can bring the hands on the knees or the elbows on the knees, lifting up into the chest. Inhale, thinking cow pose as you draw the chest forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands on the knees. We're going to tuck under and find cat pose, chin to chest. So I feel quite a bit of stretch in the neck here. As you let the pelvis tuck under, that lovely opening of the upper back. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center and relax. Good. If you want, option to do the other side. So left hand comes back, lift in the chest. You can stay here, lift in. Beautiful. Really great for that spine and that posture. Option 2, if you wanted to be pushed into the feet, lifting up into the pelvis, you can stay lower or you can lift a little higher if the body allows it. Maybe dropping the head and the hands back. Good. You feel that lift in the pelvis. 4, 3. Relax in the face and the jaw. 2, and 1. Lovely little stretch. Especially, we can't help but recognize as we come back to center that the back body is like we are really working it when we use our core muscles. So nice opportunity to stretch. Inhale. Let's come back to center. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. Good. Find your little bit of a butterfly pose. And breathe. Good. So don't worry if the knees are lifted. Just see bottoms of the feet. You can wiggle the feet in a little closer to the center of the body. Rock a little bit left to right so that those sit bones, you're not kind of lopsided. And you've got that openness. And again, if the knees drop down, don't worry if yours don't drop, they might be a bit higher. Just hold the feet and draw the chest forward is what we want. Good. Just stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Let's let a little bit of the hips get some work here. Softening in the face. Little smile. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth with me. Let it go. How does that feel? Beautiful. For 4. Maybe leaning forward a little bit more with the chest. Opening the feet like a book. 3, 2, Relaxing in the face and the forehead. Inhale and exhale. One coming all the way back up. And this time we're going to take the feet a little further away from us. You'll notice we get a little stretch in the kind of glutes, the backs of the legs. So if the feet are as far forward as feels comfortable, just leaning forward. Good. You can relax the hands down, the chest forward. That feels enough. Maybe palms come in front of the feet. Maybe you can draw the nose down, not the back arch. If the back feels okay, it's not too tight, you can always let the forehead rest on the heels. And just take a few deep breaths here, noticing the shift of the stretch just by moving the feet forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Drop those shoulders down. Good. Bringing the feet in. I invite you to find your drink if you've got one. Let's just take a little breather. We'll move into a tabletop position. Cheers, everyone. Nice bit of work. Whole body there, but a little bit of fire in the core. Nice work in our twist. Amazing. So meet me in tabletop. We're gonna keep building a little bit on our core work. Inhale, bringing the hands down, nice and wide, shoulders in line with those wrists. Good. Breathing in, we're gonna sink back into child's pose. We love this little rocking back. We're gonna slowly come forward with the pelvis, so you can keep it lifted, drawing from your core, or you can dip it down, lift in the chest. The spine needs a little bit more love. Good. I really feel that in my lower back at the moment. Inhale, use your core. Sinking down. It'll be different for each of you. Inhale, coming all the way back forward. Good. In from your core and sinking back. Take some nice slow deep breaths. I'll give you a count of 5. Keep moving in a way that feels good to you between these two. 4, 3, 2. And last one, wherever you are, finish off your forward and your back and meet me. Amazing, good. Now from here, you can choose if the wrists feel like they've had enough, great opportunity to switch it up on a fist for a little while. We're gonna shift the weight over towards the right hand side. We're gonna do our little crunches on our knees. We're gonna inhale, lift the leg, but we wanna lean forward this time. So we're gonna bend the knee, and instead of just arching the knee in towards the nose, we're gonna lean forward and draw the knee through the hands. Inhale, draw it out. And exhale, bend the knee, draw it through. Good, pushing into the hands, into the fist. And third one, drawing in from your core, no, to knee, hold. Inhale, extend, and bring it down. Good, inhale, let's sink down to child's pose. We're gonna peel the body out, take our first cat pose. Find a lovely cow, lifting in the chest, work that tailbone up. Drop the shoulders down. Just enjoying that first one, and then draw in from the center of the body, strong in the middle. Inhale, let's extend. Left toes lift, bending in the knee. Remember, we're drawing it not just in, we're drawing it forward. Good. Feel that work in your core and your upper body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing it through. Feel that little bit of heat, and out. Beautiful. Inhale, drawing it through, and extend. Bringing the knee down, inhale, and sink down into your child pose. Maybe making it active. So extend the arms out, fingers nice and wide. Good. You can even bring the fingertips onto the mat, draw the shoulders down. So we rotate that bicep out and down away from the ears. The tailbone sink down towards those heels. Relaxing in the head, just looking down. 3, 2, and one. Good, bringing the palms down. Inhale, peel the body up into your cat pose. Good. So that pull across the shoulder blades, chin to chest. Inhale, opposite. Belly dips. Draw that chest up. Shoulders down and away. A little smile if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Drawing in from your core. Nice flat back. Amazing. So this next one, again, you can be on the fists at any point that you need to. We'll take a wrist stretch after this sequence. You can go back and do what we did before. 3, drawing the knee through the middle. Or we can do middle, outside, middle, and across. So it's kind of like bringing it on the outside of your right elbow, the knee, bringing it into the middle, and then crossing it over as far as you can towards the other elbow. Everybody cool? It'll make sense. I'm sure we've done this one, just not been a while. So in the middle to start, inhale, we extend that right leg. Exhale, bend the knee and draw it in and through. Holding, pushing into the hands, feeling strong here, strong in your core. Inhale, extend. So option to do that same one again. We bend the knee, open it out in hydrant pose, and we draw the knee forward, squeezing it in towards that elbow if you like. 3, looking forward, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend. You've got it. Bending the knee in towards the middle. And out. Good. You can stick with the middle here. Or if you want to try, we draw it across as far as we can. Doesn't matter if you don't quite get it. If you can find that elbow. And out. Last one, in towards the middle. Bringing it down. Knee down. Knees wide. Big toes to touch. Sinking a little deeper in our child's pose. Relaxing the body wherever feels good. You know where you're headed now. Stacking the fists. Relax the forehead there. Chest, head down. Find a breath. Just let gravity do the work. So great for the hips and the back here. Inhale and exhale. Relax in the face and the jaw and the forehead. Amazing. Great work today, team. 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Inhale, pushing into those hands. Let's lift it back up. Bring the hands forward, lifting up, and slowly draw those knees in. You got it. Finding your tabletop. Again, you choose. Wrists are feeling like we've done a lot on them, which we have. Lots of stretch in the wrists and strengthening. You can come to those fists and do the sequence there. You choose. Inhale. Let's extend that left leg. We're going to the middle first. So you do middle all 5 times, or you can take it out and across, or just whichever you choose. Draw it in from your core. Push into the hands, nose to the knee. Like crunches on the knee. Breathing in. Exhale, opening the knee like a hydrant, drawing it up. We'll bring it right onto that elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing it into the middle. Forward, 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 hold, and extend. And again, you choose if you want to draw it across the body. Inhale, extend. Last one, and to the middle. And down, good. Take those knees wide, another wide-legged child's pose, coming down. So on the elbows, forehead on kind of stacked fists. Make the weight, whole body down. Breathing with me in and out. Feel the back body fill. Softening in the forehead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Pushing into those hands, lifting the chest. Walk the hands slightly forward, lifting up. Good. We're going to slowly bring those knees back in towards the center. We're going to walk the hands towards the knees and come up onto it. Inhale, interlace the fingers and roll those wrists. Take your time. Deep breaths in and out. Just trying to find that lovely release here. The forearms rub against each other if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Great. We're going to separate those hands, bring the fists Hands into fists and roll them. Roll the other direction as well. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to bring the hands out. We're going to push them in front of us like we're pushing something away from us. Drop the shoulders down. We're going to bring those forefingers together. Draw them in. Thumb tucks in as well. Get that lovely stretch there. 3, 2, and 1. Pushing the hands out. Deep breaths in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open and close the hands. Take any last circles that you might need. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. Good. We're going to tuck those back toes, lift the knees and shift the weight back to your first downward dog. We've not done much in those hamstrings today. We've been working loads and loads on the floor, our core and our twists. Just so you can get a little bit of time to reset there. Good. Done a bit of the spine, the upper body, the wrists, but not so much in those hammies. Give them a little swivel. Maybe look left to right, saying no. Up and down like you're saying yes. 3, 3. Nice slow exhalations. 2, and 1. Really push into those toes. Feel really nice into the feet. When you're ready, just begin to find a bit of stillness with the legs. You choose. Looking forward between those thumbs. You can bend the knees, step or hop. You choose. I always do my first few with a step. We're hanging out. Good, especially where those hammies might feel tight. Belly resting on the tops of the legs. Just grab opposite elbows. Maybe we're rocking it left to right. Seeing where you might have some tightness from the week. The lower body, another little bit in that upper body, the neck, back body. Such a good one. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, softening in the face. Let's find a halfway lift, yogi's choice. Take your time, no dizziness. Find whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, coming all the way up to a nice upright position on the mat. Good. Take a deep breath with me in and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Few little shoulder rolls. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. 3, 2. Getting into that body and 1. Little shake out. Good. You've got a drink with you, grab it. We're going to do a little flow, and I'm going to give you opportunity to do the same movement we did with the knees drawing in from downward dog. It is quite strong and sweaty. One last little sweaty push. It's really great for whole body. And if that feels good, great. And if it doesn't feel so good from downward dog, please feel like you can go back onto the knees. We'll do that lovely little push, and then we'll come down and have a beautiful little stretch for Shavasana. Cheers, team. All right. We'll take it a little slower to kind of get into that flow and into that sequence so that we get a little bit of warmth in those hamstrings. So bringing the feet hip distance. When you're ready, breathe in with me. And as we exhale, just tuck under, draw in from your core, draw your shoulders down and find your Tadasana. Find that strong mountain pose. We don't want the shoulders and the upper body concaving, draw it back. Beautiful posture. We don't want the tailbone tuck in or dipping out. We want it all tucking under. Everything's drawing in, feeling strong. The lower body isn't just relaxed. We're tucking under, squeezing. You can almost feel like all those muscles tensing, lifting a little bit up from the knees. Good, strong. You've got it, palms out. Breathing in, drop the chin in slightly. And breathing out. Amazing. Inhale, reaching it up. And as we exhale, hinge at the hips, reach forward. Let that tailbone dip out. Take whatever stretch you need there. It's feeling tight for me today. Good morning, body, and fold down. You can tell we've not done much there yet. Folding down. Good. Inhale, finding your halfway lift. So either the hands coming up halfway or fingertips here. 3, 2, softening in the face, and 1, bending deep, reaching up. Little back bend, and then we tuck it under. Strong Tadasana for us today. Exhale, shoulders down, palms out. Breathe it in through the nose, out through the mouth with me. Good. Great. Softening in the forehead. One more like that before we add in our little bit of cheeky flow. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, hinging at the hips. Let's hold. Yeah, a little micro bend in those knees. We're reaching from the chest and folding down over the toes. Exhale, hanging out. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Breathing in, softening in the face. Exhale, bending in the knees. Scoop it up. Little back bend if the body feels good. Exhale, tuck in under, thumbs in towards the sternum. Draw the shoulders down. Exhale. Relaxing in the face. Good. Inhale, reaching it up. Inhale and exhale, reaching forward, holding. And fold down over those toes. You've got it. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. This time we're going to bend the knees, bring the palms forward, step or hop back to your high plank. Good. You can come to the knees or you can be lifted, working the heels away, draw the chest forward. If you're in that lifted plank. If you're on the knees, again, lean forward, draw in from your core. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lowering down, either with the upper body or come to the knees and lower to the floor. Exhale. Good. We're going to just turn the cheek and soften. Relax the hands in front of you, bellies down. Inhale. What I want you to do is bend into the right knee. And I want you to open the knee wide as if you're doing a tree pose on the ground. So instead of just lifting it up, we're going to draw the foot in, see where it meets the leg. Good. If you feel like you want to use the hand, it can lift up. I want you to not relax in the kind of tailbone. Let's squeeze and push the pelvis into the floor. And just take a little tree pose on the ground. You can open up a little bit more into the hips. Doesn't matter how far up the foot comes, just see how that feels for you. You notice that you're really lifting into that hip, really tuck under and squeeze, pushing the pelvis into the mat. The goal is to kind of maybe eventually get both those hip bones square and the knee out. Don't worry if it's not there at all. Just an opportunity to get in to the hips in a new way. Good. Lifting back up and extend the leg. Good. Wiggling so the legs are straight. Inhale. And exhale. Good. I'm just going to wiggle over to you guys so I have room to bend the knee other side. So we're going to lift the left foot and then open the knee out. See how that feels. And then you can bring the foot, it doesn't matter where it is here, maybe bringing it in. And then if the bottom's lifting, see if you can tuck under. And again, it's like you're doing that tree pose. We're opening the knee wide to get a nice hip opener from here. We're just tucking under as much as we can. The aim is to get that knee wide and pushing the pelvis into the floor. See what that feels like for you. Breathing in and breathing out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bringing your head back to center. And as we exhale, lifting that foot up and bringing the leg back down. Inhale, bring the hands on the outside of the ribs. When you're ready, we're going to push the body up. And if you want, you've got the option to stay in tabletop position here for our legs extended, or you've got the option, inhale, tucking under in the pelvis, front cat pose. Tuck those back toes. Inhale, lifting up into your downward dog. Good. Knees bend if you like, pushing into the hands. Draw the shoulders down. Again, if you change your mind from downward dog, just come onto the knees. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, extend that right leg up. We're going to bend the knee, right? And we're going to draw the knee forward through the hands. Draw in from your core, drawing it through. Good. Feel that strengthening in the upper body. Good in the core. Inhale, extend. Good. We're going to bend the knee. You've got the option to go back through the center, or you can take it to hydrant. So knee wide or knee forward, and we can take it forward, bring it forward, maybe even drop it onto that elbow, the upper part of the arm. Inhale, extend. Nice work, everyone. Breathe with me. Good. Inhale, back through the center. Back, we're coming up to the toes on that back foot, drawing it forward, strong. Inhale, Good. If it feels too much up on the upper body, remember, come back down and you can take it through to the middle or you can cross it over if you like. As far as you can to the other side. Good. Inhale, extend that leg. Good. Bringing it down. Exhale. If you're on your knees, coming back up to downward dog. Inhale. Let's look forward between those thumbs, tops of the toes, step. We'll use that core and the feet to hop forward. Pull down. You've got it. Halfway lift, yogi's choice. See how good that feels, taking the pressure off the upper body and the arms, bend the knees. Inhale, coming all the way up, little back bend if you like. And exhale, tucking under. Good. Make sure there's no dizziness. Take your time, find your breath. You're holding it. Inhale and exhale, draw those shoulders down. Good. Just move the neck left to right, ear to shoulder slightly. Little reset. Breath in. And breath out. You've got it. Back to center. Great. See how that feels? If there's warmth in the body, you can feel the kind of body starting to heat up. Maybe you can feel the heart rate going. Don't forget to breathe as we move through these. I think I forgot to do that at the end, maybe talking as well. But let's go for it. Last side, either from the knees or you can always do it from the from downward dog. Inhale, reaching it up. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, holding there. A beautiful work in the hamstrings, the glutes, fold down over the toes. Exhale. Good. Breathing in, halfway lift. Your choice. Bend the knees. Good. Bring the hands slightly forward, step, or hop back to your high plank, yogi's choice. Here or on the knees. If you're here, heels away, chest forward. If you're on the knees, let the pelvis drop forward, push into the hands. Put your drawing in from the core. All is great. 3, 2, 1. Relax the face. Yogi's choice. You either come down using the upper body or come down to the knees and lower down. Good. Untuck those toes. Inhale, draw the right knee in. We'll spend a little less time here. We're lifting up and opening wide into your tree pose. Squeezing and tucking under in the pelvis for 3. Inhale and exhale, 2 and 1. Good. Lifting the foot and slowly bring it down. Good. Other side. Lift and open. Can be lower or can be much higher. Tucking under in the pelvis. Push that pelvis in to the floor. 3. Inhale and exhale. Soften in the face. Little smile if you like. 2 and 1. Lift in and extending. You've got it. The hands have moved. Bring the hands on the outside of the ribs. Inhale, peel the body up to tabletop position. Yogi's choice, staying here. Coming onto the fists or tuck those back toes. Let's lift up into our downward dog. Good. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Left leg. Inhale, kicking it up. We're going to bring it to the middle. Bend the knee, draw it in through. Good. A little hold here, backs of the foot on the toes, and we extend. Kicking it up. Bend the knee out, maybe drawing it up in towards the elbow. Lift in here, drawing in from your core. Inhale, kicking it out. Well done. Inhale, draw the knee through. And kicking it out. Breathe with me. And option to bring it to the middle or across. You choose. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend. Beautiful. Bringing the foot down. If you're on the knees, come up to your downward dog and meet us here. Good. Find your downward dog. You can walk the heels. You can find some stillness. Draw the shoulders away, fingers wide. Just holding here. Work the tailbone away. You need to move the neck. If there's anything the body wants. 3. Work those heels down if you like. 2 and 1. Good. Let's look forward between those thumbs, coming up to the tops of the toes. Step or hop forward. You've got it. Bring the hands down. Take the pressure off those wrists. Halfway lift. A little bit of work on those wrists today, I think. So take it easy. Find your halfway lift. Draw the chest forward. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees deep. Scoop it up. Nice and wide. A little back bend. And exhale. Tuck it in under, close those eyes. Inhale and exhale. Just staying here, maybe moving the neck left to right. Eyes closed, looking down, noticing the heat that was built. 4, 3, deep breaths, 2, and 1. Finishing off each side of the neck, bringing the body back. Just standing today in stillness. So tuck under in the pelvis, draw in from your core, shoulders drop down, just feeling Tadasana. Eyes closed, maybe bringing the hands alongside the body, rolling the shoulders up and back and palms open in. Join me in 2 cleansing breaths in through the nose, inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale, little smile. And exhale. Just stop in here. Find a moment to slow the breath and the body into stillness and standing in this beautiful Tadasana mountain pose. Feel the body swaying, balancing, softening in the face. Feel the warmth of the body, the breath and the stretch. Let it all just sink in and work its magic. If the breath needs any more deep breaths, that body, needs more deep breaths, just go for it. Listen to what you need as the body begins to stop. Checking in mind, how do you feel? Let everything go back to its natural rhythm. Begin to create some softness in the hands. Just let them go back to relaxed place in the arms and the legs. Good. Maybe just bend the knees, give them a little wiggle. Shake the hands. Good. We're going to breathe in and reach it up. And as we exhale, slowly coming down, bring the legs to the side and make your way to your favorite Shavasana pose. Lying down, getting back in bed. Just lay back and stop. Allow yourself to drift, wiggling into a position that feels still and relaxed. Letting yourself truly, utterly stop. Softening in the forehead. Tracing again where we began, relaxing the eyebrows and the creases all alongside the eyes and the eyelids, the space between the eyebrows, releasing in the jaw, just letting the whole of the back body melt. Sink in into deep relaxation. Rest and reset. The breath go back to its soft, natural cradling. And just be in stillness. Yoga's reach. It is a wonder how a simple stretch deepens our breath, and an elegantly held pose grows to touch the whole of my soul. Like sugar stirred into tea, the potency of yoga spreads from my body into my mind and my heart, revealing an ocean of energy that heals and opens. Yoga, it holds me close, sets me free, all in the same moment. Yoga's Reach by Dana Folds.
you rest, stay as long as you like. And I wish you a beautiful week ahead, the rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for logging on with me this morning. Strong, beautiful. We'll practice. My strong, beautiful friends. Peace and love, team. Always.